Well guys, I wasn't planning on making a video today. However, I found a somewhat decent deal on OfferUp. It's nothing huge, but happens to be near me. And I figured I'd go ahead and do that and then just start hunting everywhere else afterwards. I don't really know where I'm gonna go today. There's no GameStop sale going on. It's a Tuesday, so there's no swap meets. So gonna just try and freestyle it and see what happens. But regardless of that, let's check out this first deal. All right, let's pick this thing up. All right, cool. $5 for NAC 2. Can't complain about that. There is my favorite thrift store, and then there's a pawn shop that I'm pretty sure has some things I'm gonna want. Let's check them out. They're literally right next to here. Let's see what they got. Okay, so I actually had to park super far away from the pawn shop because there's currently a farmer's market going on right in front of the pawn shop. However, I know there's a game vendor that goes to a farmer's market near Easy, and I know that same game vendor actually has a shop in San Bernardino, which is very close to where we're at right now. So if I was a betting man, I'd say he's probably at this farmer's market right now. Let's go check it out. Well, looks like I lost that bet, but that's okay because the pawn shop is right here and they should have some stuff for me today. We'll go inside and check. Oh, yep, there it is. Okay, so what I thought was gonna be at the pawn shop was there. So last time I was there, I ended up picking up a copy of this X-Files movie. Now on Amazon, it looked like it was selling for about 50 bucks, but I don't know, it seemed too good to be true because there were like 5 copies there. So I just picked up one of them to see if it would sell, and eventually it did sell. So because of that, I ended up picking up the rest of them. So I got 3 more copies of it here, and then they also had a copy of Dr. Horrible's Sing-Along Bong, which I guess does decently well on Amazon, even used. So not too bad getting the 4 of those for 13 bucks. That is way too bougie for San Bernardino. All right, next up we got probably my favorite thrift store I've ever been to, Eco Thrift. Today their whole sale price tag thing changed, so probably gonna have some new inventory out, and hopefully they got some good games. I mean, there's some decent stuff here, but it's all just way too expensive. Even 25% off today for Yellowtime, that's just too much. All right, I guess it's a Blu-ray type of day. I ended up picking up a couple Blu-rays for my own collection. Game of Thrones Season 1. This is like my favorite season of any TV show ever created. And also for my collection, No Country for Old Men. And then I got some decent Blu-rays there. Hell or High Water sealed. The first Hobbit movie sealed. I guess it's like a special edition or something. Vertical Limit, which even used, I guess has some value on Amazon. I don't know, I'm taking the chance on this one. And then the Workaholics Combo Doggy Pack. Yeah, so all that for 15 bucks, not too bad. All right, next up we got a thrift store I've never been to. We'll see how good they are. All right, cool store. Unfortunately, there was nothing in there that was good today, not for me at least, but I have a feeling I can probably find something good in there in the future, so I'll keep that place in mind. That pawn shop is one of my favorites. I ended up picking up the Punisher on Blu-ray, The Innkeepers, I guess it's kind of a niche horror movie, Hellboy Animated, Horizon Zero Dawn Complete, and the Astrobot VR game on PS4. All that for 30 bucks. It's not bad at all. All right, next up we got the other Eco Thrift. We'll see if they can do me better than what I got at the other one. I guess you don't see that every day. Nothing really crazy in there. Well, besides the Super Mario Kart Complete in Box, which I'm not really sure why they were asking 200 bucks on it. It was in pretty bad condition, and that game regularly sells for like less than $100. But regardless of that, I ended up finding Halo 1 Complete in Box for $1. I know for sure Devil May Games pays $8 on this, so Not a bad little pickup there. All right, next up we got AJ's Super Pawn. Last time I was here, I was able to get a Deadpool for $8, so we'll see if they got anything good today. Well, unfortunately, no grails there today. There's a row of like 5 thrift stores right here that I'm gonna check out. These are places I like never go to, so they could have games or they could have nothing. I don't really know, but they're so close together, might as well check them out. Well, next up we got Quality Thrift. Last time I went here was probably like 5 years ago. We'll see if it lives up to the name. Yep, no games here. Did find the games. It's just these 3, and not really sure why they're priced so high, but I think we'll move on. Now that is exactly what I'm looking for right there. Oh. Might actually have something right there. I guess today's history day. I really haven't been getting great luck with games lately, but in terms of DVDs and Blu-rays, I've been getting kind of blessed. I ended up picking up the American Heritage series, this blue and the gray DVD set, which is still sealed. This one surprised me. The Survivors All-Star like season. I guess this one does moderately well, even in used conditions, so not bad. Got the 3 of these for like $8. I can't really complain about that. All right, this next thrift store looks pretty freaking tiny. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't have any media in here, but we will find out. Nothing there, unfortunately. Keep moving on. Man, rest in peace, man. They used to have tons of games here back in the day, but it's looking like that's all we got right there. Man, we're just getting all the weird stuff today. Okay, that wasn't bad at all. Orange tags happen to be 50% off today, so $1 for this Victor Borge, I don't know who he is, but classic collection. I guess it's some classical music, like television performances, but it must be pretty old because this says 100th anniversary on it, so I don't know who's buying this, but it's still brand new. It's going for like $30 on Amazon, so getting it for $1. I ain't gonna complain about that. All right, next up, I'm going to one of my favorite local game stores. Well, let's see what they got today. And then, am I gonna pay you on Zelle or Venmo? Well, that's definitely not what I expected. From GameStop themselves, I ended up picking up Lord of the Rings: The Third Age and Back to the Future on PS3. After discounts, I ended up getting these for like, what is 37 times 0.7? Like $30 for the 2 of them, so not bad. And then there was a customer in there trying to trade in some games, and this is where I don't really understand what happened, because the GameStop employee was separating the games into 2 piles, and I just happened to ask them like, hey, is that a pile of games that you guys can't trade in? And he said, yeah, we can't take these games, but we can take these ones. And I was like, oh, okay. But the main reason I say that is because these were the games they said they couldn't take in. But I'm pretty sure, I know for sure they take this. I know for sure they take Raging Blast 2. I don't know why they couldn't take these from them. I checked it out, and like the discs are fine, but even if they weren't fine, they could just refurb them. But I ended up picking up Enslaved on 360, Guitar Hero 3 on Wii, Naruto Clash of Ninja 2, Guitar Hero 5, The Nightmare Before Christmas on Xbox, Aliens vs. Predator Extinction, and Dragon Ball Raging Blast 2. I got them all for $50. So I'm not sure what was happening at this GameStop. And also, I told the guy like, okay, man, we got to go outside to do this transaction. And the GameStop employee was just straight up like, no, you guys can do it in here. I don't care. You guys can stay in the air conditioning. I was like, oh, okay, man. Like, we'll do it in here then. So I don't know what was happening there, but really cool pickup. Okay, I'm at the next GameStop. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have as good as luck as the other one, but you never know, man. This is the same GameStop that I found Godzilla at once, so let's go check it out. Okay, it wasn't quite as good as the last GameStop, but still something. Ended up picking up Greedfall Gold Edition for, after discounts, $4, so can't complain about that. All right, next up we got a thrift store that looks like it's pretty new. It looks more like a boutique shop, and it's in downtown Upland, but I called ahead and they said they have video games there, so we'll see if it's anything good. I'm hoping it's not a lot of old sports games or just kind of new, kind of just expensive stuff, so we'll check it out and see what's up. Okay, next stop is a GameStop that I don't really like going to. It's at the Victoria Gardens Mall in Rancho Cucamonga. It's in a weird spot. It takes a bit to walk to, and they usually don't have anything good in there, but I'm gonna be stopping by there today because for any of my T-Mobile users out there, T-Mobile offers like a rewards program called T-Life where they give away coupons for random stuff every Tuesday, and this Tuesday's coupon was a free burger from Shake Shack with any purchase. So I'm gonna go to the Shake Shack that's in the mall and then visit the GameStop that's right next to it and see if they got anything good. I doubt it, but you never know. Yeah, the GameStop wasn't great. That Brunswick was a weird find. That's something I've never seen before. So GameStop had it too expensive, but if I ever find that in the wild for like a few bucks or something, you know, in the past, that's definitely a game I probably have seen and just disregarded because, oh, it's a Brunswick bowling, it's worthless, right? But no, it actually has some value on PS4. But regardless of that, my last stop of the day is going to be this Salvation Army. I'm pretty sure they're not going to have any games. They've almost never had games when I've been here, but they do have a giant wall of Blu-rays and DVDs, which is something I have never really checked in the past, but now, I mean, most of what I picked up today is a bunch of DVDs and Blu-rays, so might as well check it out and see if I can come up with anything good. Well, guys, desperate times call for desperate measures. Figured since the store was kind of empty, I would take out every single DVD and Blu-ray that was sealed, and I'm just gonna scan them and see if any of them are worth picking up. This is gonna take a bit. Okay, we got our first winner right here. It's nothing too crazy, but $2 going into like 18. I'm gonna take that. I gotta say, that's something I've never thought to do, but it actually ended up working out. So, I mean, literally all I did was take every single thing I saw on the media shelf that was sealed, I just set it aside and started scanning everything to see if anything was, you know, decent, rare. And there was actually a good amount of stuff. So I ended up getting this The Day Reagan Was Shot, Gigstown, The Vikings, this horror movie dual pack, The Price of Glory, Thunderhead, Lonesome Dove, The Munsters Scary Little Christmas, and the sleeper out of all of them, and the one I'm taking the most risk on, because everything you just saw there, there actually was a good amount of stuff there that was like decently valuable, but the sales rank, the sell-through rank was kind of slow on them, so I passed on them. Everything here had a really good sales rank. Like everything here is within the top 1% of items that sell on Amazon, for their category at least. Those I'm pretty sure will sell. This one, however, I'm not too sure on, because it's this 3-Man Army Soldiers of Rock CD music album. It's still sealed. I tried looking it up on eBay, and there are no copies of this thing at all. There are some other 3-Man Army things on eBay, but nothing. This is just not there at all, used or new. And then on Amazon, there's only a few copies that are new, and they're all over $100. So I'm taking the chance on this because the sales rank on this is just straight up terrible. It's still within the top like 3% of sellers on Amazon, but even being top 3% is like nothing compared to being in the top like 0.5%, 1%. So I'm taking a chance on this one, but for $2, why not? It's super small, it'll be easy to ship, so I'll take the chance on it. But yeah, all that for 18 bucks. Definitely not what I expected. Man, it's been really dry for me lately finding good games out in the wild, but now that I'm actually trying to look for some DVDs and Blu-rays, I'm actually seeing that there is a good amount of stuff out there. This is something I've never really done in the past, but going forward, it's actually pretty fun hunting for DVDs and Blu-rays. But overall, I ended up spending about 160 bucks, and in return, I got just under $1,000 in value, so really can't complain.